This is a topic that very few people are going to understand to begin with, because it's just not available to people. It's not something that people are generally like looking to get into, nor does it present an opportunity for people to get into it.
I agree.
Where can you give me give me the elevator pitch on quantum everything? What is
like
the
for
idea?
Dummies version?
Yeah.
Well, that in itself is complicated, so we'll try to dumb it down a little bit. We all pretty much grew up on Newtonian physics, meaning, gravity and the laws of matter, and everybody was pretty kosher with that for the better part of our entire species, right?
Matter doesn't get destroyed, it only changes.
Yeah. Like this is the physical world. You live based off of empirical data. You have to touch something physically to affect it too. So like two atoms. So atoms make up everything. Mm-hmm. Every kind of material in the universe is made up of atoms at pretty much the small. I mean, you can go smaller than that, but we'll just stick to atoms here. Under Newtonian physics, which is what we're all taught in school, two atoms have to touch physically for them to affect one another.
Okay.
But Einstein was the one to kind of refute all of that. And he ushered in the wave of what we call quantum physics now. And a lot of people don't like that.
Why not?
Because like most things, which is kind of funny that it affects us now, like most things, when you want to try to change what is commonly accepted and known in the world, you're going to hit some roadblocks and people who don't like it and people who don't want to believe it or people who won't even give it a chance.
Are you talking about the general public or are you talking about like science?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. There are, in the science realm, at least, there are people who are on both sides of, this problem.
Right.
Really. People who agree with it and say, well, yeah, Einstein's right. And they think that it merits more understanding and more, research.
Okay.
And then there are people who say, well, sure, relativity is true, but all the other theories that go about it, like, that's nonsense. There's no way that can work because they believe that you have to have physical materialism in order for anything to exist.
And quantum physics is saying what in relation to that?
It's saying that you can affect matter without physiological touch.
So all the entrepreneurs that are talking about like your energy affects things, that's
sure.
That's science behind what they're trying to empower you to do.
Yeah, they're taking like the quantum physics laws and theories, and they're applying it to real life or psychological, philosophical situations. And a lot of people don't like that either.
Why not? For the same reason?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Exactly.
Okay, so
they don't think it's real.
So what proof is there that quantum mechanics, quantum whatever, what proof is there that it actually exists or that matter operates that way or things work like that?
So I think a lot of people are familiar with CERN, the Large Hadron Collider.
Okay.
It was in that Da Vinci Code movie, Dan Brown.
Okay.
So I love those books and I'm obsessed with almost all the movies, but I'm just a huge fan.
Is that Angels and Demons too?
Yeah,
that was the same,
Da Vinci Code.
That was the movie
Symbol.
I liked. I like Angels and Demons more.
Yeah. So I think it was in the Da Vinci Code, he talks about CERN and the Large Hadron Collider, and where they showed that you can break up atoms and have them make an impact and affect each other from far away. So it's called spooky action at a distance. It's something that the early quantum theorists kind of devised through, and everything about this is based on math, So there is hard empirical data to prove that quantum physics exists. And quantum physics really affects the microcosm of the universe. So everything from the atom plane and below.
Okay.
What's, pushing it for people is taking those ideologies and applying them, like you said,
to like real life,
and thought and positivity and consciousness and stuff like that.